bottle. Here's what we're using for our glass. All right, I love these bottle rings. Now these particular ones I purchased off of Etsy. One is broke, you can see, but is perfect for a lemon slice. And then we got a little lemon butt, and then we got a full-on slice. So we're gonna do our paint, and then we're gonna add our little lemon peel to our artwork, and voila. So many people loving on Steven today. He just walked right out the room, just not even paying any attention to us ladies. All right, so that is what we're gonna use to accentuate. Now, I do have someone who is supposed to be cutting me some glass rings. That was my surprise. He actually sent me some, and I was like so sad about it, and I'll show you those another day. And we can use them in something, but they're just, in my opinion, they're too thick. Now, I don't know if they can be cut down skinnier, but they're like an inch wide, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to see if I can come up with something we can use them for. Anywho, let's just go ahead and trace our circles. We're just gonna trace around the outside of our lemons. We're not gonna do all the detailed stuff yet. I'm just gonna trace the outside and the leaves so we can paint our background without interfering. And all I did was place my little lemon or my little circle there, and then made myself a little circle. You got so many people saying hey to hey. Hey. So I'm gonna go around, and this one is just gonna fit right on top of there. I'm gonna go around. Can y'all even see my tracer? I need to use some black marker on it. Then we have a wedge, a little lemon wedge, and I'm gonna go ahead and trace my leaf. Just because. All right, so look at there. Wedge, slice, butt, leaf. Let's get this party started. So what I'm gonna be using, let me put this away. I'm trying to be more tidy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All right, so for our leaf, we're gonna use two colors green. I have Plantation Pine and Hauser Light Green. For our lemons, we're gonna be using Golden Yellow, Sunbright Yellow. I don't know what we're gonna use on these yet. I brought a bunch of colors, so we'll get to that when we get to that. For our background, let's get started on that. Hey, Jamie, my sister's name is Jamie. I'm gonna be using, for the background, Desert Turquoise. We'll put some of that. And then a lighter blue, which is Bahama Blue. And of course, where's my white? We're gonna add the white to our plate, and we're just going, we're just gonna, settle down, Cindy. We are just gonna do our background with a larger brush, and let me find it. I got dirty brush water again, guys. I am just not a good brush cleaner. Look, dirty brush water, dirty brush water. Don't do like me. Don't be Cindy. All right, so I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna start with my white, and I'm just gonna do a section, okay? So if you paint a little slow sometimes, working in sections, is probably a great idea, especially for these kinds of backgrounds. So I'm just gonna do like the top of this lemon, all the way to the edge with my white. I'll come around this piece. And then I'm just gonna come and I'm gonna wipe that off. Get some of the excess. I'm gonna grab some of my darker blue, which is the Desert Turquoise, and I'm just gonna come in. Actually, I'm gonna get a little on the corner, and I'm gonna actually kind of go around the edge. Get a little on your corner, go around the edge of my fruit, and then we'll do this. Just come in and do it as dark or as light as you like. And we'll grab some of the lighter color, which is kind of more of a teal, and we'll just throw a little bit of that on there as well. All right, so now I'm gonna wipe that off. We're gonna go back to our whites, and we're gonna come around our fruits with the white. We'll come around here. Get that white on to help tamp down that harsh color. I'm gonna go into that dark blue, and I'm just gonna come around my fruits. Just a wee around my leaf. Just so it's a little darker there. Now I'm gonna come around, just swish, 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 swish. As much or as little color as you like. Swish, swish, swish. Wipe it off. Go into your Bahama blue. Let's get some in there. And add where you guys see fit. Catherine, I was watching a video yesterday where all these houses in and around you are like falling off into the stinking ocean. What is going on over there? What in the world? Let's wipe it off. Go back into our white again. Gotta scoot my white over. What is going on? Even the House of Rodin. Hadn't it been moved before? What is going on? How close are you to all that? So we're doing another section. Just add your white. I'm gonna go about halfway around. And you see, I am like mixing in some of that blue with that because there's still blue on my brush, and it is all perfectly fine. I'm gonna wipe off excess. Go in just on the corner, and I'm gonna come around my fruits. Not trying to be perfect, just trying to be. Okay, oh. Are you there now, Kathy? Or are you going? So just kind of swish, swish your color. Wipe it off. Yeah, I did see that, Deanna, that they have to do that because if they tear it down, the insurance won't pay for it. I did see that, which is so sad. And I also saw where people were just being so mean about it, which is just, people just can't help themselves these days. All right, let's keep going. We're gonna hit these edges too, but we're gonna finish the top first. You're there now. Aww. How close is the house to the water, Kathy? So I'm gonna get right up next to those fruits. Come around. We'll fill all this in with our white. Swish, swish, XXX. Just get it on. Just get it on. Just get it on there. I'm gonna wipe off the excess. It's beautiful, yeah. I'm gonna get the corner. I'm gonna come around again. All fruits. Messed that one up, so I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna come around. And I'm not even trying to be tidy about going around. I just want that one edge to have a little more color. Let's go into the dark, make X's, X's. Dark first. I just picked up like 10 little paint boogers. Ugh. Did Steve leave? He came in and then disappeared. All right, let's wipe that off. Grab up a little bit of the Bahama. Just kind of a little green color. Just for a little additional texture. We'll add a little right there. I think we'll connect that, but I'm gonna hit my edges just with whatever is on my paintbrush. I'm gonna get a little bit of white. So I'm just, whatever remains on my brush, I'm gonna just grab up a couple of colors and we'll finish those edges so it's nice and uniform. Let's go around the mulberry bush. It is so pleasant here as well. It's kind of crazy. It's like, what's going on with the weather, y'all? Now, I'm not complaining, trust you me, because it has been so stinking hot. One more side and we be done. Let's grab a little bit of that green. All right, well, anywhere where we overlapped, we'll just kind of hit it. And voila, look at that. Not bad. I think I'm gonna wipe off my brush. I'm gonna get a little bit of white on both sides, just kind of smush it into that white. I'm gonna wipe it off a little, and then I'm gonna just kind of add in just a little bit of that white here and there. Just using the flat side of my brush, not painting it on. I'm just like laying it down and pulling it. All right, let's get this dry. I am digging this, and imagine how it's gonna pop with that yellow. Let's get her done. 73, wow. Oh, Mary, I'm so much better today, and we're not bartending today. I don't know where he went. He pulled up, came in, grabbed something, and then left. So, I don't know what's going on. Maybe he went to the red coffee store. Could I be so lucky? All right. We'll let that cool for a second. Hey, Amy. Oh, the edges are still wet. I'm going to be touching that, so I'm going to hit those for one quick minute. All right, let's try that again. Let's try that again. All right. Now, let me see if I have a better plate. You see my little montage plates here. Let's use this one. Let's use this one. Scoot over so we can see. And while that is chilling, I'm gonna put some of this green on my plate. Again, Hauser green light. Just need a little for my leaf. And plantation pine. This feels empty. We'll see if it is. We just need a smidge. Maybe we're not going to get a smidge. Sorry about that. We're not going to get a smidge out of that. So let's nix plantation pine and go with, how about thicket? Thicket. Uh-oh, low power mode. Get a little thicket. Or we maybe not. Thicket is too thick. Oh, there it comes. That is a little gooey. I'm gonna go ahead and paint that first because I want my lemon to kind of be in front of that. So let me fold that over. So I'm gonna start, this is my leaf. I'm gonna start with the lighter green and just kind of do a full base coat. So we're just kind of like coloring in a coloring book. We're just gonna fill in that color. And let's see. I think, trying to decide. I'm gonna hit it with the heat gun. I was gonna move on to the lemons for again, but I think I'm gonna just hit it with the heat gun, get it dry, and let's get that leaf done. Because that's how long it takes. All right, so we're gonna second coat that with the same color so it's nice and opaque. I'll try to stay out of my lemon. And while that's wet, I'm gonna offload a little. I'm gonna grab some of this thicket. That's too much thicket. And where the leaf is touching my lemons, I am going to add just a smidge. Let me do it this way. That's kind of thick. I need to add a little water to it, thin it up. That came out like a worm. All right. So I'm just gonna grab some on my brush and let's kind of do it messy. I'm gonna try to be a little more abstract and messy. So we're gonna come up and just kind of squiggle in some of that dark and just come back up. We'll go squiggle around here and then just lightly pull that color down into your leaf a little. Now, I need white. That's exactly right. I don't like, it's like some of these paints are so old though, so I shouldn't really complain too much. I'm gonna get a little bit of white and, ooh, I'm gonna come to this side and I'm just gonna squiggle. I wanna show you what I'm doing. Lay your paint, put your little bit of paint on your paintbrush and then I'm gonna touch, and then I'm just gonna start wiggling. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Get a little more. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. So it's kind of messy painting. So we're not trying to make perfect little lines. We're just wiggling in a little color. We may do that with the whole thing. All right, I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that darker green, and I'm gonna just wiggle. I'm gonna start close to my lemon, and I'm just gonna wiggle in all the way to the tip. A little bit of that dark color right there. Wiggle, it's called, yeah, wiggle, wiggle, swish, swish. It's called the wiggle technique. Wiggle on. All right, so for our lemons, I want to start, I want to make sure I don't have a bunch of color in my brush. I really want to start, I'm going to start with this piece here, and I'm going to start with white. So I'm going to just kind of fill it in with my whites. These canvases are a little textury. And just come all the way around. A little bit of white. I'm gonna offload that. I'm gonna get myself another napkin. That one's kind of saturated, and I don't want to mix my yellows with my blues and greens. All right, so while that is drying, we're going to decide about our color. I know this darker yellow I'm going to use on the outer edge, like that trim, the skin. Thank you, Angela. I'm going to put over here, and I'm going to get a little more. That's going to be my lemon peel. So for the inside, I think I'm going, this one's a little bright. I think I'm going to go with these two, and they're very similar. This is crocus. We're going to get a little bit of crocus. And actually, I'm going to try using just these two colors. This is the golden yellow that we're going to use for the peel. This is the crocus, and then we have white. So let's start. I'm going to grab a liner brush, and that is just this, just something small for our lemon peel. I'm going to get it wet, and I'm going to go into the darkest color, which is the golden yellow, and I'm going to go around, and I'm just laying my brush down and then smushing. Watch, right to the edge, smush it, smush it, smush. So it's kind of messy and textury and not perfectly straight. Smush, smush. Smush, 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 smush. All right, that's pretty good. Not displeased with that. All right, so I think we'll do this on this one too. I'm gonna go in with my white. We'll come all the way around. Paint the entire center, because this is gonna be like you just slice that lemon right in half. It's not a wedge, it's a slice. And then we'll add the rind, the lemon peel, the rind, whatever you want to call it. I don't know why I get tongue-tied when I'm getting on here like I don't know what things are called. All right. And while that's sitting up, I'm going to take my little baby brush again into the golden yellow, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to come around. I'm just grabbing a little paint, and then smush, 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 pull in and smushing as you go. We're gonna go all the way around. Load her up, and make sure you get real close to that leaf. Smush, 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 swish, swish, smush, smush. Come back here. Close her up. All right. Now on this piece, it's gonna be all yellow because that's like the butt. It's like the lemon's butt. So I'm gonna take that same color and I'm just gonna fill in the whole thing. Let's go carefully around the edge. I'm gonna smush it. So it's kind of textured and not like a perfect line. You know how a lemon has a little texture to its skin, to the peel? That way it's not a perfectly straight circle. Smush, smush, smush. All right, now on our tracer, I think I'm gonna get this dry because I don't trust myself with the sections. So let's get her dry and then we'll lightly that's funny, Mary. I'm gonna get this dry so I can trace back my sections. All right, we'll let that cool off before we put our paper back on. And slide her in. And I'm just gonna make my little center and my lines. I don't know why I didn't trust myself with this, because I would be making my lines and then suddenly it would be like, oh, that one is a little off. So that will help. That'll help me keep my act together. All right, so I think I'm tempted to paint the whole inside the lighter yellow and then come back with the white. And I think I'm gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do is grab that brush again. And the crocus yellow, which is this lighter version of the yellow, can you see that? I'm gonna paint the inside. Oh, shoot. The inside, I can still see my tracer lines, but I gotta remember not to go all the way to the edge of my lemon, right? Gotta leave that little bit of space. Doesn't have to be much, but you gotta leave a little something. Keep almost going into the wrong color. I'm gonna get a little whites. So you're gonna go really close to the yellow rind, but don't touch. All right, so now I think I should have done this before I trace, but that's okay. I think what I'm gonna do is grab, while that's wet, let me wet it a little more. I'm gonna grab some white, and I'm just going to bring in a little white between each little lemon section. And maybe just a touch of that darker color here and there, like right close to my little sections. Just so we can differentiate. I lost my section. Okay. Now I'm going to do kind of the same thing over here. Let's wipe that off. So let's start with our, we'll mix a little white in there real quick. Start with our lighter color. Remember not to go all the way to your rind. It's got some debris. Got debris. All right, so now I'm going to grab a little white and just kind of add a little white in my sections. Just kind of scribble it in, following this direction of your section, your lemon section. Oh, I got way out of line there, didn't I? And then I'm going to grab a little bit of that darker color and hit right on the line. I'm going to come back over here with my white. I want to add a little more white. Thanks for the sprinkles. So I'm going to add a little more white to my brush, and I'm going to come in, hang on. I'm going to come in like this, not like this, kind of with the side, and just kind of bring some of that texture that the lemon has. I don't know why I traced those lines back on there, because I lost them completely. So all right, now think what we're gonna do. Before I dry this, I'm gonna go back and put another coat of the golden yellow on. And then I'm gonna add a little bit, I feel like I need a darker color too. Hang on, let me grab something. I'm gonna grab, whoop, maybe a little of an orange color. I'm just gonna grab a color. This is called Pure Orange. Just want a tiny dot of this. It's never been used. So I'm gonna get a little bit out. Oh, that is like completely, look at that. It's like a thick chunk. It's not runny at all. Hang on. That, again, too much thickness. All right, so let me re-wet this. On kind of near the bottom, I'm gonna grab just a tiny bit of that orange, and let me test it, and kind of come around. Let's do it messy like we've been doing. I'm just gonna squish a little of that around the edge of that. And I'm gonna do the same thing, I think, oops, let me get a little white on there. just random, we don't want it to be orange like an orange, but just a few little blips. Mix a little white into it. It's kind of too much orange. I'm just going to add a little bit here and there. And then I'm going to grab a little white and I'm going to scribble on some white. And then I think it should be a little darker in the middle. I'm going to grab a little bit of the orange and that darker yellow together to try to make another color. I need a darker. And I'm going to make just kind of a little circle. Then I'm going to grab some white. And we're going to come around and just tickle a little bit of that. Just so you can see that it's the butt of the orange. I probably should have used brown, but it's too late now. It's too late to turn back now. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to get my little skinny brush again. Get all that orange out of it. Skinny, skinny, skinny brush. And let me move all this over. My iPad died, so if you're talking to me, I can't see anything you're saying, so sorry. All right, so I'm gonna go into my white, just kind of roll so it's pretty loaded. Just kind of roll it in. Let me pull this. And I am going on one side of where I made the darker little lines. I'm gonna come in from the center out, I think, and just make my little sections. That one was probably a little fat, but we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna literally roll with it. So now we'll come right next to this piece. Now your center should be a little white too. Come all the way up. So right on one side of that dark bit that I added, I'm coming all the way to my white line. Here. I didn't do one there, but we're gonna, whoops. I'm gonna add right here. Well, got yellow in that. And squish it up and squish it up and squish it up. All right, how's that look? Not bad. Not bad. All right, we're gonna do the same thing to our little wedge. We're gonna get our white loaded up on our little liner. And we're gonna, right next to that little darker line, just squish it up to the middle. Let's give ourselves a little middle. All right, and again, just kind of squish that line up. And one more time. I'm gonna put a little bit kind of along the top edge. And now what you can do, if need be, hang on. I'm gonna load that brush. I'm gonna come back around and squish in some of that white again next to our rind. Dip and squish. There we go. I'll add a little bit of white there. I'm going to come around the edge of this again. Just kind of help tie it all together. It's so quiet in here. Come around. Around and around. Around we go. All right. Now, trying to think about, I'm just kind of smooshing in a little more white on that one side, just to create a little more interest. And I'm gonna just, here's what I'm doing. I'm just getting white on that little liner brush. I'm gonna dab a lot of it off so it's just a little smidge of white, and just add some here and there, just to give that peel a little something. All right. I think I'm pretty pleased with this. The only thing I feel like we need to do is what do I do with my plate? I messed it up, didn't I? Put it under there. So I'm gonna grab some more of this darker blue, which was the desert turquoise. You know, it's driving me crazy that I can't see comments, so I'm gonna. One second, guys. Boom, boom. All right, I'm gonna get some of this darker color again. Just put a smidgy on my plate over here on the side. And I'm gonna use this brush, but let's get the yellow off. Let's get the yellow off. All right, now, here we are. Yellow, I lost my brush, y'all. All right, let's get, oops. All right, so I'm gonna grab a little bit of this darker blue on my brush. Where'd you go? And I'm just gonna come under here and create a little bit of a shadow effect. And grab a little white. So I'm just kind of scribbling on to give a little bit of a shadow effect under. Go up in there. Under our fruits. Let's grab a little white in there. A little blue. A little white. Again, I'm not trying to be, oops, I went into yellow, didn't I? Obviously, well, the yellow's staying. I actually kind of like the yellow. What do you guys think? Let's get it a little more yellow. Let's get some white now. back into some blue. So I'm just kind of trading out colors, going back and forth. A little water. A little water. I'm gonna just bring it all the way down. The yellow really helped, didn't it? It kind of give it a little something, something. Oh my goodness. Kind of digging that. What do you guys think? Here's what I think. Real quick, we gotta bring this blue up. Right there. Let's look at it. Much better. Much better. Let's get this cute little thing dry. That's right, Nancy. That is right. All right, we're going to do a little line work with our Master's Touch pen. Oops. Let that cool. All right, these are the colors I used. I want to make sure. Did not use these. Make sure I know what I'm doing. All right, let's do a little line work. This is my graphic pen. It's a 3 because my 5 is dead and I haven't gone and purchased one. Would definitely rather have a 5, but this is a Master's Touch from Hobby Lobby. And I am going to just do a little quick outline, short, quick, easy strokes. I'm going to go around the outside edge of my lemon. Then I'm going to kind of hit the inside very skippy. We'll do a little wiggle right in where that little middle part is. And then we're going to do like 2 kind of very loosey-goosey lines where our wedges are. So that's kind of what we get. So now we're going to come around our little lemon's butt. And we're going to make a little squiggle right there as well. So there's this, looks like a little belly button. That's all right. And I'm going to come and where I've done my little white sections, I'm just going to really give it loose, nothing. I'm going to give the middle. So hit the outside of your little section. And then you're going to go around the inside of the peel. Loose and light, just a smidge. And then we're going to go around the outside. Voila. I like it. It's not too much, just right. Not too much line work, not too dark. Let's add just a smidge of a line on the outside edge. And I'm going to hit that again. All right. I think I'm digging that. I think I am. All right, so guys, remember what we're using? So we have a ring for our lemon slice. We have a ring for our lemon's butts. And we have a portion of a ring for our lemon wedge. Now I don't know if I want to add any more glass or not. I have some Starfire somewhere, but I'm not sure I want to add anything but my rings. What I may do is add just a few little small nuggets, like in a couple of my little pieces. I'm going to skip one, then I'll add just a couple, a little something, and then let's see. And you know what? When we resin, if we decide there needs to be more, then we can do that. I think I'm just going to add a couple little pieces here. And maybe one little piece down here. I don't know. We can resin and then let's see how we feel. That's the good part. We can fix it. All right, I think I'm going to go with that. And I'm going to keep this handy in case we decide to add more. And we're going to mix up some resin. I am only going to mix I am going to mix, let's see, I think an ounce is too much, but I think I'm going to mix an ounce. I also have something that I've been working on today that could use resin. So if I have too much, we will apply it elsewhere. So we're going to do half and a half. I know it's going to be too much. It's going to be way too much, but we will let you know exactly how much it turned out to be, how much we needed. So let's get some gloves. Oh gosh, I was looking for that everywhere today. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it's gonna take a half an ounce. We're gonna make an ounce, but I'm guessing it's gonna take way less. Voila. All right, 2 cups. Hardener. I need to refill my little cups. Hardener. Resin. Let it grow, let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. I don't have any 2-ounce cups on my desk. Somebody has been stealing them. Not really, just kidding. Nobody's been stealing them. Let's see. 1 second, let me find my little cup. There we go. I'll just use you. Hang on a second, I'm gonna clean this little cup out. I'm gonna use it. All right, so I'm gonna pour into this cup 1/2 ounce hardener and 1/2 ounce of resin. Half an ounce. And half an ounce. Steve, you want a resin? You want to do the resin? Okay. I was just kidding, but if you want to. You want to come sit?
Why would you kid?
I don't know, because I'm a kidder. All right, we're going to stir this for 3 minutes. You ready, Catherine? Huh? Why don't you go get a chair and come next to me and we'll have a little chitty chat with folks when we're done with this. Stirring. We're going to stir for 3 minutes. So if anybody has questions, now is a great time to ask. So we're just stirring, scraping the sides, mixing it really nicely. Don't whip it. Don't nay or whip it. I'll let you read the comments since you'll be closer because the iPad died. So, oh, that looks like it's about to tump over the tea behind there. Oh. So nobody's talking to us right now, but if they were, it would be right there.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you want me to start?
I got it.
Okay.
Steve's hanging out with us. Stir, stir. Wave at him. Hi. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh. Hello. So we're going to stir for 3 minutes. Catherine's going to let me know, hopefully. Oh, it's not. Something's going on with here because I can see comments on my phone. Lots of comments. Oh, hit this. That's why. Boom. Hang on. There. Hey, hey, hey.
Okay.
There we go.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Is this old? This is the most recent.
Yeah,
okay.
Catherine said, stir. She's got my number, don't she?
Hey Gina from Missouri. Hey Nancy.
Stir. Lydia said
Hey
hi.
Lydia.
Stirring. What do you think about my lemons, honey?
Hmm?
What do you think about my lemons?
Looks good. Needs to go in a glass with water or something.
Oh, maybe we should have painted
No, no, it's just waiting for the next painting.
Gina said hello.
Hey Rennie, hey G, hey Sherry.
Keep those hands
What
where
am
we
I
can
doing?
see them.
Hey Rita.
You can see my hand. It's his you gotta worry about. You can get handsy. Hey, Luz.
Hey Luz. Uh-oh.
What happened?
I don't know, is it still on there?
Can y'all still see me? Give me some thumbs up if y'all can see me because we got thumbs up so they can still see us. Let's refresh. Facebook. On my laptop, it says our live ended. So I'm glad y'all can still see me. Catherine said time.
There we go.
Yeah, just click it right in the middle. There you go. I don't know what that was about. All right, I am going to move off the bigger pieces and then I will replace them. So we're going to hit our little glass nuggets first. Really feel like, who feels like we need to add more Starfire? Give me some hearts or tell me what you think. You think you want to wait and see? Do you think we should add more?
Lots
Maybe
of
on that
hearts
butt.
coming up there. I don't know what
We
that
should
means.
add more or
Add
wait
more?
and see.
Thumbs up. Heart, thumbs up. Thanks for all the hearts and thumbs up. I don't know what they mean.
I was asking a question and then I can't even remember what I was asking about adding more
Hey,
glass.
Elena.
I think they want more glass.
Put them along the bottom, says Rennie.
We're gonna smear around.
Gee Willikers says wait, as does Lydia.
Yeah, we're gonna do.
Debbie
we're gonna
says add a little more.
Yeah, we're gonna spread our resin and then we'll see. We'll see what we think.
Becky is very clear. She says mo, mo, mo.
Yes. There's you can't get too much glass, can you? There's no such thing. So I'm gonna get it all
Starfire
over.
on the bottom.
Yeah.
That sounds like a song title.
Does it? Let's add a little more. I'm kind of, I almost tumped that over, didn't I? Kind of trying to avoid adding Starfire to the bottom because I feel like we do that all the time. It's like, oh, where do we add glass? Oh, let's just add it to the bottom. So I think we're going to add a little extra to our lemons and then see how we feel. Let's do something different.
Joanne says that she tends to overdo it with glass and beads.
Glass and, that's what we need is beads. Will you go over there on the end, that second shelf? The clear glass beads are the ones on the very end. They're white and clear. That's what we can do. Thanks for saying that. Just bring the whole buckets. Are those yellow ones too? Okay, let's see. Let me peek, look and see. I'm gonna go all the way around my edge. And we'll see. That looks so cute. So here's what I'm gonna do. I got lots of resin on my buckets. On my painting. So I'm gonna dip it out and I'm just gonna go around my piece of glass. We'll go on the bottom. We're gonna place it and then we'll drizzle back over the top as well. So we're gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna dump a pile and we'll work from that. These are clear ones. Oh, those are good. Yeah, I think those will be good. So get it covered and then we'll place it. And we'll do the same thing with this one. We'll dip into our little pile. Get it covered. I know, Mary, I know. It's hard sometimes. You've seen how cute he is.
I think when you add this, it's going to remind me of when I would can or preserve figs that I pick. I put a lemon in there and you put some sugar on that. Kind of candy the lemon too.
All right, I'm gonna take these gloves off just for now. And I'm gonna heat this up and then we're gonna talk about options. So already, I'm gonna dump some of this glass out because already I want some in here. Already, and I'm kind of picking out some of the smaller bits. And scooch you back just a sec. Where's my, there it is. And I'm gonna move it around so I can still see its little butt center. I keep calling that a butt. Lemon's butt. It's a lemon's butt. So I'm digging that. Let me show y'all this up close. So we added a little glass to the lemon's butt. And now I'm feeling like we gotta do more. So let's add more. He does do it all. He loves to garden. He loves to cook. Thank God somebody here does. He loves to cook. He loves to garden. He loves to can. He loves to hunt. Do you love to fish, honey?
Mm-hmm. I used to fish all the time.
He used to fish all the time, he says. So we'll add a little bit there. All right, we're going for it. I'm gonna try not to overdo it too much, but I just think it looks super cool. Sometimes less is not more, right? Sometimes less is less. And we'll hit this with a little more resin. Come on, get up on your side. I'm picking through. I don't normally do this, you guys. You know I don't. But right now I'm kind of picking through. Southern accents sound so much better on a man. I don't know. It does though, don't it? It sure do. Steve sounds like, Lee Valentine says Steve sounds like cornbread.
I do not have an accent.
Yeah. Did y'all hear that? Steve said he does not have an accent. That's hilarious. That's funny, honey. Sorry, but you do. It's the draw. Yeah, it does. It was kind of boring, wasn't it? So we're gonna fix it up. We're gonna fix it up. We're fixing it up. I know you aren't used to seeing me like nitpick over like little pieces, but we doing it today. A little wedge. You scoot you over a little. That looks so much better. Very nice. Very, very nice. Get in there. All right, let's scoot it around. Scoot it around. I need one small piece there. All there. We're going to do this one too. And trying to find a pointy piece. This little tool that Lou gave me is fantastical. So is anybody here who's on tonight going to the Southern Adornments in Tennessee in November? Anybody here? Show me hands. Anybody going? All right, I am digging that. But now I need some gloves because we're going to drizzle a little more resin. Then we're going to add some seed beads. Angela's going. Yay. So later on when it gets a little closer, I am going to ask everyone who is going to send me a message or send me a text. And it's Southern Adornments Live. Tamara Bennett with Southern Adornments is having a little event because I want for us to get together. If you're going and you're a follower or a member, I want us to get together and say hello. All right, so let's do a little drizzle on top of the glass. We'll hit the top of this too. A little drizzle on top.
This is...
Wow. And a little drizzle.
I guess it's close. It's nothing.
It lags behind a little.
Yeah, but it's not nearly as much lag as it was before.
Yeah. This needed this, didn't it? It needed this, didn't it, guys? I'm going to get a little on my ring. We're going to hit this with our heat gun again, and then we're going to throw on some beads. Yes, Steve will be going, so if you come, you'll get to meet Steve as well. To the Southern Adornments Live in Tennessee. Last year it was in Destin, remember? Mm-hmm. All right, so seed beads, please. So I am going to use these Miyuki 8 Seed Crystal AB. We're going to put them in a little baby cup though, because I cannot be trusted with the whole tube. All right, go here. Take that, put the top back on, thank you. So I'm just going to tap in some of these seed beads right on top of our glass.
Careful.
Careful. We'll put some on his butt too. Put some over here. All right, let's have this back because we got a few strays. You're not supposed to be there. Get yourself over here. Get yourself over here. Squish in. Look how cute. Do we need more? I feel like we need more. A little more. Seed beads are dangerous. Not a bunch. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, a few more. Can't have too many seed beads, can you? Just gives it that little lemony look. I want to move that so you can see its little bud again. Move on. All right. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my goodness. Look. We used, what did we make, an ounce? We only have 1/4 of an ounce left. So it took 3/4. Uh-oh, I see a Skippy. Let's add that. Let me make sure I don't have Skippies. I see another little baby Skippy. All right, we'll hit that with the heat gun again. But look how stinking cute. Look at that, guys. That is so adorable. So adorable. If you do this, I would say do another leaf. Coming up here to fill in some of that upper space. This is super cute. But if I had a do-over, that's what I would do. Let's hit this since I added a little resin. And voila. Thank you, dear. You can put those back. You can put those back. So basically we had some rings, got some seed bead, we got a tiny amount of starfire, and a gorgeous lemon. Oh, yeah, a picture with lemons would be so cute too. Digging it.